I just got done watching all 8 episodes of the new Marvel series Wonder Man, and here's my review. So overall, going into the series, I wasn't too excited, but I was definitely interested. Obviously, this is very different from anything else Marvel has put out. And overall, I thought it was pretty alright. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it either. I can appreciate it being grounded and totally different from everything else in the MCU, but I just didn't find it the most entertaining thing until like the very end. And no, this isn't because there's barely any action or no like superhero cameo. I actually like that, but I honestly think it was a little too grounded in the world of the MCU. I couldn't help but make comparisons to the show The Studio, not like this was trying to copy it or anything, but there's a lot of satire and commentary on Hollywood and the industry, and I just think that show did it much better than this one, and this one's commentary on it just seemed a little bland. I also feel like it was trying too hard to be like it was in our world rather than the MCU. Like there's a ton of like mentions of people that exist in our world, like Christopher Nolan, Paul Thomas Anderson, Dua Lipa, and so on and so on. I didn't like that. I would rather have more mentions of like MCU characters so it feels like it is this grounded part of this broader universe. But what I do think this show does best, especially in the earlier episodes, is depicting, a struggling actor in the industry. I'm not an actor, but I can understand if a lot of struggling actors or upcoming actors can relate to this character. That I think was depicted very well. But for sure, the best part of this show is the chemistry and bromance between the main two characters. Ben Kingsley carries this show on his back. He doesn't phone it in. He gives a great performance, and I just loved every moment we got of these two on screen. But honestly, I didn't get too attached to these characters until like the last 2 episodes. The last 2 episodes I think are good. I think the first 6 are just all right. But the last 2 added some necessary drama to the show, and I loved where it ended, and it honestly made me want to watch more. But overall, for me, I think it just took too long to get to that point where I actually care about what's going on and the characters, but I am excited to see more. There is this one episode, episode 4, that's like kind of like its own thing. Like none of the main characters are in it. I think it was trying too hard to be a little bit, artsy, like with the black and white. I didn't find it that interesting. I think that, having Josh Gad in it was just a little distracting, but yeah, I don't know. I also think it's a good thing this came out all at once and not weekly, because for me personally, I don't know if it hooked me enough for me to turn it on every week, but I could binge it all at once, especially because the episodes are very short. I also think this is one of, for sure, the best looking MCU projects in recent days. The cinematography is great, and it also has a great soundtrack throughout. But overall, I thought the show was pretty good. It definitely got better as it went on. I didn't love the first few episodes, but it was solid, and I would be interested to see more of these characters. I give this a 3 out of 5 stars.